heard of freeze, fight, and flight? People get scared. You've heard of that before? People get, you know, I'm talking fan. Yeah, exactly. We were talking about that earlier, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to me earlier when I was speaking, before Toastmasters, long before Toastmasters, beginning out as a speaker. I'd have those reactions, but I'd have all three in stages. They'd come first, second, and third in that order. So the first thing I do, I get on stage, and I look out at all the people, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 100, didn't matter, there were a lot of people out there. And then I just kind of freeze. And I look around, I'd be just about ready to talk, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe if I'm being absolutely still, nobody will notice me, and I won't have to talk at all. And then, as time went by, I realized that that strategy is not going to work, because eventually I'm going to have to either speak or fall over, one of the two. So then I go into fight, because everybody out there is a potential enemy, and you never know. This guy over here, you look a little suspect to me. Take you on probably. Not Ken. Ken's a professional boxer. You don't mess with Ken. But you I think I can take on. Or you. And all the way through the speech, I'd have this kind of fighting attitude, just trying to make sure I survived the whole speech. And then when that whole speech was done, I was just flights. Bam! Right off the stage. Every speech I gave was like that. Free, fight, fight. And it got to be really kind of nerve-wracking, really tense. And I thought, you know, this is not well. This is not doing well. It's not good for my head. It's not good for my mind. It's not good for my soul. It's just not the way things should be. So I thought, okay, I've got to go to somebody who knows what they're talking about, someone who understands things. I heard about this guy, Craig Valentine. He won a big world championship of public speaking in Toastmasters. I thought, okay, Craig Valentine, I've heard good things about him. Maybe he could help me out. So I started Craig Valentine became a virtual mentor. You know what that means? If you've heard the speech before, you probably do, but if you haven't, virtual mentor simply means I started reading his stuff and his podcasts and his web stuff, all those sort of things, and then one day announced, all right, I've got a book that just came out called World Class Speaking. You might want to get hold of it. I thought, wow. The Craig Valentine came out with a book, World Class Speaking. And I became determined to get that book. And you're probably thinking, Tim, you could have just downloaded it, right? You'd have it instant. That's how it works, in an instant sort of thing, right? But no, I wanted to get a physical book in my hands. Fans looking like, what is this book thing you're talking about? What is it? Trust me, ask anybody with gray hair. They know what books are. Or ask Ken.
Yeah.
He knows too.
I've seen
Does it have gray hair?
He's a professor.
Oh.
So I thought, okay, great, I gotta have this book. So I went into a bookstore, and there, on the shelf, it's a red paperback book. On the spine, it said World Class Speaking. It was like the book spoke to me. The book said, Tim, I have the secret to speaking. I said, book, what is the secret to speaking? And it said, idiot, buy me and you'll find out. Yeah, okay. So I bought the book, started taking a look through it, and it was the sort of thing we were talking about earlier, Fan. How the important thing in speaking to understand is that most people think of speaking as performance. You get up on stage and you perform. You're supposed to do something, you're supposed to dance, you're supposed to do something, whatever, perform, and that's what the whole thing is. And the challenge is, unless you know how to juggle or tap dance or sing or something, you really can't perform on stage. So you're kind of everyone's looking at you and you're expecting to do something, but you don't know what to do. Have that feeling, Kate? You know what I'm talking about? Kate knows what I'm talking about, exactly. My fan club over here. Yeah, thank you. Exactly, but it doesn't need to be like that. So if you do as Ken said, create a conversation with your audience, all of a sudden, all the pressure is off you. Because you know what a conversation is, right? Mark, you know what those things are.
Sure.
It's what you tell your employees what to do.
One way.
What's wrong? Your conversation is going to be one way. You are type A, as you said. The rest of you, conversations are back and forth kind of down. So I talk a little bit, and then you think a little bit. I talk a little bit. It's back and forth. The pressure's off me. The pressure's off you. It's relaxed. It's comfortable. So once I discovered that, and I understood how this conversation thing works, I started using it in my speaking. And all of a sudden it was simple. It was just back and forth. I just talked. to people and give them a chance to think of what I said, and it just go back and forth and back and forth. And the pressures, I didn't have to perform, I just had to create a conversation. And instead of freezing, you don't freeze when you have a conversation, so it's like, oh my God, I gotta talk to somebody. No, you just talk. You don't fight them when you're talking. It doesn't make any sense. And you certainly don't run away right afterwards. So all of that stuff gradually just kind of faded away, became more aware, more certain, and more confident on the stage. And the same thing can happen to you when you get up there. If you just realize you're creating a conversation with the audience, you'll find that the pressure rolls off you. You'll find you be more flowing, more interesting, more engaging, more exciting. And your audience will be more alert, more leaning forward, more interested, more engaged, writing things down and thinking about, oh, great things. And afterwards they'll say to you, son, thanks for that speech, wonderful. I learned so much. I'm going to buy your book. That back and forth conversation will transform to a whole new level. So if you get up there and you've got that bit of freeze, or fight, you don't need to have that happen at all. All you got to remember is create a conversation, your audience.